Hello, bonjour, namaste, ni hao, and ohio, everybody. What is going on? It is Gil right here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel once again for another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. And today we are reacting to the premiere of the new Hero Festa Gacha. And by reaction, I mean post-premiere reaction, unfortunately, because while I had everything ready, I was recording the live reaction and everything. Unfortunately, some things came a cropper, and unfortunately, I had to get up and go away from the recording, which meant the recording effectively got cut in half effectively. So instead, we are here together. I'm going to be watching the video with you guys. I know already what units are coming up for the Hero Festa Gacha, but I want this to still be sort of like a live reaction. So I'm going to tell you guys what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a Zord and Althea. I'm not going to lie. I genuinely thought we were going to get a Zord and Althea for the Hero Festa Gacha. But of course, I was wrong. I mean, you guys can already tell by the thumbnail that I am wrong, and you guys could already tell by the, tag and the title of this video that I was wrong effectively. But nonetheless, let's see what they have to say and what they have to show us, and we'll see how cool it looks, because trust me when I say this, I love the look of these units. In all honesty, I really do. And of course, if you guys enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more Danmachi Memoria Freese content, and of course leave a comment down below as well, letting me know what you guys think about these units. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say down below, and without a further ado, let's click the play button. So yeah, I had everything ready, and I wanted to live stream, not live stream this, but I wanted to do a live reaction and record it right while the premiere was going on. Unfortunately, things came up, right? So yeah, at this point I was like very gassed. I was talking about how it's gonna be Zord and Althea and stuff like that, right? But yeah, this is the first time they've done something like this, so it was a bit of a surprise, on a Monday morning. Getting this is a little bit of a surprise, to be honest. But you know what? I was very excited nonetheless. So yeah, I mean, at this point, they're just talking about, Danmachi Memoria Freese and, the premiere and the excitement they have and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, now it's just obviously discussions about like the anime and stuff a bit. Yeah. A stray record now, of course, because remember when they had announced this special video last week in the live stream, right? During the live stream, I mentioned it in my news recap video that I made a couple of hours after that live stream, that they had announced that there was going to be a special video today. They had specifically said it was going to link to a stray record in some way, so we were all very excited for it. Of course, obviously we thought that it was going to be something to do with maybe a new gacha or maybe a new part of the story or something like that, maybe additional details that obviously the light novels have, maybe something like that. I don't know, we thought it was going to be something along those lines. Then of course yesterday we saw the premiere go up, and it was a confirmation that it was a Hero Festa Gacha. All right, so now we're gonna listen to the gacha reveals, basically. Let's see who the units are. The units that I already know, but here they are. All right, let's see who it is, even though I already know who it is. All right, so first and foremost, I will say this: it's a 4-star, double rates. It's the same exact format. The banner seems to be the same exact format. Ryu Leon as our first gacha unit of the Hero Festa banner. I'm down for it. I'm absolutely down for it. We needed a new Ryu anyways from a stray record, because we didn't get it when the light novel publications were happening, right? But yeah, this looks so cool, by the way. I love this animation. Love it, absolutely love it. I love the design of this Ryu as well. I really do. And Elise is our second Hero Festa Gacha unit. I was so wrong, by the way. I was so off. I thought it was gonna be Zord and Althea, and I was like dead certain it was gonna be Zord and Althea. It's just off, completely off. I initially thought that this Elise was going to be fire physical, by the way. We now know she's fire magic, by the way. We'll obviously have a look at their kits and everything, but yeah, I thought she was gonna be fire physical, sorry. And I was so gassed at this point I was still recording, right? And I was like, oh, you know what, bro? We're gonna be getting a fire physical team again. I was right with, you guys needed to summon on Elise. Kaguya is gonna be getting buffs. It's gonna be insane. She's fire magic, so it's kind of not exactly the same thing. But yeah, I mean, you can still do something with this team, I feel, with the fire team. And of course, if I get lucky on the banners, we may do showcases for sure. All right. Hopefully I get lucky on the banners, man. My luck in Danmachi, Genshin, and Dokkan have been horrible. There we go. Elise and Ryu together. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I'm so happy that we are getting them as Hero Festa Gacha units. I wouldn't I would have loved it if it was Zord and Althea, because we haven't had a Zord and Althea for nearly 2 years now. Yeah, but I think this is also fine, in all honesty. I like this. There is also still a chance of Zord and Althea getting new units maybe in the future. There it is, Ryu Leon. Wind unit, of course. You can tell by the aura. Once again, you just need to look at the aura and you can figure out like the what the sort of like element is and stuff. So they use at this point they're talking about how they use the design of this Ryu from the volume 3 light novel cover, basically, which, by the way, I love the light novel cover. I spoke about it a while back when we were doing the live stream news and when volume 3 was shown off, right? The cover pages for volume 3, as well as the additional guide for Astray Record, the additional novel that they offered alongside volume 3 with Erebus, Zord, and Althea, beautiful. Chef's kiss, honestly, chef's kiss. But yeah, Elise as well. Love Elise, new Elise. So very exciting, of course, for most players, right? I know a lot of people love Elise, so getting a new Elise is always a W, to be quite honest. All right, so yeah, this is the banner, right? Same banner style. It seems like 20 steps, four rotations effectively. The 5th step is a guaranteed Hero Festa unit, and then the 4th step is a guaranteed 4-star. You can pull the Hero Festa Gacha unit on the 4th step as well, off the 4-star guarantee. But of course, at that point, it's a little bit of luck, basically. Double rates as well. So good luck to you guys summoning for sure. The banners are tonight from 11 a.m. JST, basically. So to translate in American English time effectively, that is 2 p.m. US UTC or GMT. So that's 2 p.m. British time. And then if you move back 5 hours, so 1, 12, 11, 10, 9. So at 9 p.m. EST, the banners will be dropping today. So if you're watching this, get ready. The banners are live tonight. We're going to be doing summons as well. There is a chance I might do a cheeky little YouTube live stream for it. We'll see. But definitely be on the lookout. There will be at least a video for the summons. I'm going to be going straight in and summoning. And then we might do showcases over the next coming days. But yeah, be on the lookout for this. Definitely covers all the videos I have to make, to be quite honest. I was a bit stressed out on what videos to make tomorrow and stuff like that. The banner's tonight. So anyways, I have to record this and stream it maybe. Guaranteed steps, of course, or guaranteed banner, I should say. So Ryu guaranteed banner, Elise guaranteed banner. We also have a paid bundle as well. So if you're planning on spending some money on the game, great ways to do it, in all honesty. Usually I would say go for the guaranteed paid steps, basically, if you can, because it's very handy to have. Of course, obviously, if you're a paying player or if you're planning on spending, I would say go through the entire banner first, do all your summons, and then see if you need to get one copy or something like that from the paid step. Yeah, paid bundle, of course, here. Okay, so this is the gacha. Obviously, this was the gacha we had for Belle and Astraeus on the left-hand side, right? So this was how the sort of pool was determined. They're showing how the pool is like split up, basically. So you have Belle and Astraeus in one section, and then you have the general pool. Now, what it seems like they've done is that they've reduced the general pool's weightage, given that to the Astraeus and Belle, basically, so the older Hero Festa Gacha units, and obviously Elise and Ryu will still have their normal rate. So if it's a 4% adventurer rate, for example, right, 1% goes to Ryu and Alise. The other 1% will probably be Bell and Astreus, and then the rest of the 1% will be the general pool, is my expectation. Now, I could be wrong. It could be 0.5 for the older Hero Festa units, and maybe like 1.5 for the general pool, based on the size of the text, right? That's what I'm assuming, is that it's going to be 1 for the new units, 0.5 for old Hero Festas, and 1.5 for the general pool. That is how I expect it to be, but ideally it would be 1 across the board. So 1 and 1 for the new units, 1 for the old Hero Festas, and 1 for the general pool. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, we'll see later tonight when the banners drop exactly how it is. But this is my expectation, is that it's going to be 1, 1.5, and 1.5, basically. That's how I expect it to be. And of course, double rates as well. So fingers crossed you get good luck. I mean, I know a lot of people had some amazing luck last time, you know. Some people had some crazy luck. I saw people getting like +6 Bell, +3 Astreus, +6, +7 Astreus, +2 Bell or something like that. Or +5 Bell, +1 Astreus. Yeah, people have gotten really good luck with this banner, man. So I don't think it's going to be bad at all. Okay, so let's look at Ryu first and foremost. She is a wind magic unit. I am a little bit concerned about her agility. Her agility is quite low, and that can be cause for concern. I'm very curious to see exactly how it's going to perform. But yeah, now I'm gonna just zoom across and see otherwise, because of course, wait, actually I should probably let this play so you guys can see the animation actually of the unit at +5. But yeah, as I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the agility. The magic is okay, the dexterity is great. It's just the agility seems a little bit low for sure. But great animation, really nice animation. Definitely are all for these animated units now, in all honesty. So I mean, you'll never see it until you get them +5 anyways, but yeah, it's there, at least it's there. So let's look at the kit now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause the video here. I'm gonna go over to Discord, because big shout outs to my boy Jasi again for translating all of these units. And I'm going to see if I can pull up Discord and any point here. There we go. And I'm gonna move my face cam down here so you guys can read everything. So what Ryu does here is basically she is an AoE attacker, foes ultra wind magic attack with ultra penetration rate, skill damage +1, 20% per self magic buff, and shield 50% of max HP, and adds 5 additional actions. Foes mid-wind magic attack with ultra penetration rate and removes STR and magic buffs, and allies 50% HP heal and shortens status debuffs by 2 turns. A lot of things happening there, and kind of is good in a way, if you can get it off, of course, the additional actions and whatnot. It's a really strong ability. The multipliers on Ryu is insane. That's a 240% SA buff, basically, right? Which is ridiculous. SA damage buff is crazy, 240%, ridiculous. Then S1 is 130 MP. She gives herself shield 40% of max HP and water, thunder, wind, dark res, and wind attack damage +80% for 6 turns. So this is basically to break through stall effectively. This is a stall breaker effectively. This is to break through units like Astreus and stuff. Foes wind res -40% for 6 turns, and adds 4 additional actions of foes mid-wind magic attack with ultra penetration rate, and removes strength and magic buffs, and allies 40% HP heal and shortens status debuffs by 2 turns. Her second skill is a high wind magic attack with ultra encounter rate and 30% HP steal, and STR magic agility, P-res, and M-res -30% for 3 turns, and ally strength magic agility, P-res, M-res +40% for 3 turns. Now, ideally, this should have been fast. Both the first ability and second ability should have been fast. But I will say this. I've spoken about Bell and Ryu and some other units in the past where, you know, certain units are able to remove agility debuffs or agility buffs on the enemy team, or remove agility debuffs. Because Ryu is a magic unit that's actually slow, in theory, this attack will go dead last unless it's actually going up against a slow team, or specifically a slow unit like Bell and Ryu, for example. I think this should go last no matter what. Now, I'm not sure exactly which would go slower. This is something for us to probably test out tomorrow, maybe in the showcase and stuff like that. But in theory, I would assume that even Bell and Ryu's slow super attack will go after this attack. So even though she is a magic attacker that is going to be inherently slow because of her agility and stuff, the fact that that unit has a slow super attack means that unit will go after anyways. So why not just give this unit fast instead? You know what I mean? It's a little bit iffy. I'm not too sure why they decided to go with not going fast. It would have been better because let's say you do S1 in the first turn, make it a fast ability, go first, and then the second turn you can have a fast high wind magic attack, which would be amazing. But they didn't do that, so it's a little bit weird. I'm not sure. She'll still have her place in the meta, I think. She's a Hero Festa unit. She will, of course, have her place in the meta. But I'm not exactly sure what they were thinking when they were designing this unit, especially considering what other units are around, running around and, you know, about basically. We'll have to see. We'll have to definitely see. S3 is a high wind magic attack with ultra penetration rate, skill damage plus 120% per self magic buff. Again, her third skill having a 240% modifier is ridiculous. And it's a very easy modifier. It's not like you need 50,000 things. All you need is just a magic buff and that's it. And you're good to go. You know, it's crazy. She gives allies 10% MP heal, which is nice to have, of course, and cure ailments and, cure ailments. The rest of it is, of course, her passives. So her passives are 45% earth res and counters are wind attack damage, wind magic attack damage, 35% magic endurance and dexterity, 25% inherent P-res and M-res, which is handy, 35% ailment res, and material killer. And then her two passives that you get from basically limit breaking is 25% damage on crit and 30% damage on penetration. So the 25% damage on crit comes in at +1 and +5 is the 30% damage on penetration. I assume her S1 is also adjusted at +3. I don't assume. It is definitely adjusted at +3 because we saw that it was updated when we look at the video again. If we go back to the video, 1 second, let me see if I can go back there. All right, let's have a look see. So if I scroll over and I scrub over to the first skill, right? Once we get there, they took a lot of time on the special arts. Yeah, you can see that there's a sort of like a yellowish background and highlight. That is basically because they are signifying that that has been upgraded. So I assume the modifiers will be adjusted. So instead of 40% barrier, it'll probably be like 20 or 30% barrier. The 80% will go down to 70%. The 40% will probably go down to 30%. And the additional actions will probably get a dump down in terms of the modifier. And also the 40% becomes 30%. So yeah, that's something to take note of, is that they still have the same thing where the passives will get limit broken at certain steps or certain limit breaks, and then the skill will get upgraded at certain limit breaks. So that's something to bear in mind. I think this Ryu is going to be solid. It's just that they made some weird decisions with her, in my personal opinion, that they could have probably done a better job with, in all honesty. I think that's something that's that needs to be noted for sure. I still think she's going to be decent for sure. But yeah, there is that factor as well nonetheless. All right, so let's scrub over to Elise now, if we can, because we've already seen a lot of Ryu and stuff. But yeah, this is Elise, of course. Really nice. I think I like her animation more than Ryu's for sure. Definitely. Love the sort of like fiery particles and obviously the aura around her. Brilliant in my personal opinion. Brilliant, brilliant. I know all the Elise fans will be, you know, getting super hyped for her for sure. But yeah, super nice for sure. So let's see. Okay, so her stats are very good. In my personal opinion, I think her stats are way better than Ryu's. Ryu's has a little bit more endurance, but Elise has way more agility, like nearly 200 plus more agility basically, or over 200 plus agility actually compared to Ryu, and then nearly 2200 magic. It does seem like they decided to go very conservative with Ryu's stats and also her kit a little bit because it seems very strong. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it actually performs in the meta, because I assume they must have done some testing, if any testing, right? So yeah, that's at least my personal belief. We'll have to wait and see, of course. But yeah, this Elise is very strong. It seems like based on stats alone, she is very strong. I dig her. I actually dig her quite a bit, to be quite honest. I like her a lot. All right, so let's have a look and see what she actually does now. We'll have to go back to Discord, see what Jossie's translations say about her. But basically, Elise has a SA that is a foe's ultra fire magic attack. So again, another AoE unit with ultra critical rate, skill damage plus 60% per self magic and SA gate charge buff. So basically, similar to Ryu, she is 240% in total. It's just that she requires a little bit extra because she needs the SA gate charge buff as well as magic buff in order to take advantage of the full 240% rather than only just a magic buff and it being 120% per. Allies fire attack damage plus 100% and SA gate charge plus 44% for 3 turns, and removes strength, magic, agility, endurance, and dexterity debuffs, and additional AoE damage taken debuffs. Okay, it's not bad. I think that's pretty darn good. Overall, you're getting a lot of debuff removals on her SA, which is nice. And she gives allies fire attack damage plus 100% and SA gate charge 44%, which is handy. Of course, would have been nice if it was 120% maybe. SA gate charge could have stayed at 44%. That's fine. But yeah, 120% could have been nice. I mean, you could do very interesting things, I think, with her, especially, right? She's gonna be a great supporting unit for a lot of teams, right? Especially in PvE content for sure. But yeah, that's something to bear in mind. S1 is 117 MP, foes fast fire magic attack with ultra and counter rate, and STR magic fire res minus 40% for 5 turns, and self agility and ailment 60% for 5 turns, and adds 4 additional actions of post fire, high fire magic attack with ultra and god rate, and removes mres and god rate buffs, and allies extend status buffs by 2 turns. Not gonna lie, if I manage to get 2 of these units to plus 5, the switch may have to happen to the magic team, low-key, you know, for war games. We'll have to see. S2 is 226 MP, self-fast magic and SA gate charge plus 100% for 2 turns, and allies fire attack damage plus penetration rate 60% for 2 turns, and removes magic agility and dexterity debuffs. That is actually really strong, in all honesty, because if you can go from S1 to S2, and S2 being fast as well as the 60% agility, that's pretty strong. Of course, it assumes you have the agility buff still active going into turn 2, but still good. 2 magic nulls is added as well. And especially with her high agility stat, even if she doesn't get that, she'll still probably go quite fast, in all honesty. S3 is 47 MP, 4 super fire magic attack with ultra on god rate, skill damage plus 50% per self magic and SHR charge buff. 45% wind res, counters our fire magic attack and shorten status buffs by 1 turn, 35% magic and agility and dexterity, 30% damage on penetration, material killer, so both have material killer, going to be really useful for PvE content with that. And then her first limit break gives 10% MP regen per turn and 15% damage on crit and pen. I think she's a little better than Ryu, in all honesty. I think she's a little bit better than Ryu. She's giving a lot of allies a lot of things basically here. You've got the Mage, SA gate, charge gain, fire attack damage, penetration rate, the removal of the agility, magic, and dexterity debuffs, 2 magic nulls as well, which is really handy going up against magic teams, right? So I think it's going to be pretty darn good. This unit is going to be pretty darn good, and I think a lot of players will be running a magic team, which kind of actually makes that Anya that we got for the anime gacha kind of a little bit more valuable, in all honesty, because when I was reviewing her last week, I said that there aren't that many magic teams running about, but because this Hero Festa features magic units, and there is also an infinite possibility that the next Hero Festa banner may have a magic unit. We don't know yet, right? But if it does have a magic unit, then this unit just increases in value once again. So some things to bear in mind for sure. All right, let's have a look-see again and see what else they have to show us. So they will go over Elise a little bit. Of course, her first skill, again, for just like Ryu, her first skill is the one that's basically getting upgraded through the limit breaks, right? So there is that factor as well. And oh no, wait, I was wrong. So sorry. I'm so sorry. I just noticed that. I thought there was the yellow background there for some reason. It's her second skill that actually gets upgraded. Okay, that's very interesting. So that changes things usually. Well, it doesn't really change much, to be honest, but it just adjusts things, I guess. I don't think they'll ever make the third skill upgradable, to be quite honest, unless it's a single target unit, to be quite honest, right? Unless it's an actual Hero Festa Gacha unit that's single target only, right? They won't ever upgrade that third skill, to be quite honest, especially in the case of these AoE units, because they know the big money makers are S1 and S2, especially in war games, right? And even PvE content, I would say, when you're going up against multiple enemies. So that's something to bear in mind. I don't think they'll ever update the third skill, make the third skill upgradable effectively. All right, let's see what else they have had to say basically about the gacha side of things and stuff, if there's anything else. So obviously we have this. Okay, so they have the roadmap up here now. Let's see if there's any adjustments here, because I assume there will be. All right. All right, so basically this was the roadmap. If you want to see what exactly what it is, you can go check out the video I made last week where I went over the roadmap, the news drop of the Astrea record units and buffs and stuff like that. You can go check that out. It gets a lot more into a lot more detail about what exactly what is. Of course, as you guys can see, the end of the 2023 on the right hand side of the green, under the green banner, the 6th anniversary is the last thing. So this roadmap is basically up to the 6th anniversary. The blue one is winter, which is where we're at right now. Pink is spring, and then the green is summer. So now, as you guys can see, they've updated it a little bit. So under the winter 2023 one, we had Hero Festa 2. So this is the one we're on. We're on Hero Festa Gacha 2. They are going to be introducing a Hero Festa Gacha 3 in spring. So that makes me believe it's either one of two things. One, it's probably Zard and Althea. I will stand by that, and I will stick to them doing a Hero Festa Zard and Althea. Or two, there is a good chance that there could be a Hero Festa Gacha with a Bell and Ryu, and hopefully this one can actually be a proper duo unit. But you know, I'm not mad. I'm still not mad about that Bell and Ryu duo unit. I'm still not mad. All right, but yeah. So be wary that there is going to be another Hero Festa Gacha coming soon. Probably, I would assume at the end of March, maybe. I wouldn't expect it to be anytime sooner than that. Especially because we know the end of March has, of course, the rest of the Astrea record stories, right? The extra story and stuff like that would fit in extremely well with the whole Zard and Althea thing. Of course, the anime also ends at the end of March, so it makes sense, but we'll have to wait and see. I assume there is going to be a Hero Festa Gacha 4 as well, but I think the 4th Gacha for the Hero Festas will be part of Anniversary. So don't worry, I don't think there will be a Hero Festa Gacha after the spring one until like June basically, or July even, who knows. Depends on when they drop the 6th anniversary stuff and when they want to do the Hero Festa Gacha for that anniversary banner. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this premiere. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys gonna go summon for them? Of course, remember that you don't really, I mean, of course it's nice to go for them because they're the modern units, they're amazing Hero Festa units, right? And I've been saying for a long time, save up for the Hero Festa Gacha more so than anything else. But yeah, let me know if you're planning on summoning. Let me know how it goes. Of course, if you have already summoned, maybe you're watching this video way later on. But yeah, tonight we will be summoning. I will be either streaming it or making a video on it. So be sure to check it out, of course. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. We have just hit 900 subscribers. I mentioned that in my community reaction video yesterday. But we've hit 900 subscribers. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. It would be amazing if you guys hit that subscribe button. And of course, like I said, leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about these units? How do your summons go if you've already summoned and you're watching this way later on? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys later tonight for them summons. Take it easy, everybody. Bye bye.